Hey there, thanks for listening and welcome to the Marketing Matchmaker podcast. If you're looking to grow your business, increase your revenue, and scale your impact, all while staying true to who you are and the people you serve, this is the show for you. I'm Jennifer Tamborski, digital marketing strategist, fractional CMO, and founder of Virtual Marketing Experts. My team and I work with 6- and 7-figure coaches, consultants, and online entrepreneurs who are tired of playing the guru game of one-size-fits-all marketing. They're ready to create a business and marketing strategy that actually builds relationships with their ideal clients, creates massive shifts in their business, and rapidly increases their revenue. As your marketing matchmaker, I'm going to help you find the perfect marketing match for you. This show will teach you how to reach your ideal client, connect with your audience, build that perfect relationship, and generate more revenue. All through a process I like to call dating your ideal client. Now let's go have some fun. Hey there, welcome back to Marketing Matchmaker. It is super crazy that we are in the last week of February, which means we're actually just about through the month of love. And I really hope that you've taken this month to kind of look at your business and see where you might be able to fall in love with it again. And better yet, how you might be able to get your ideal clients to fall in love with you. And before this month is out, I really wanted to highlight one of the steps in our dating your ideal client method. It's one step that I think gets overlooked by so many business owners, and it's really something that when done well could catapult your business to those 6, 7, and beyond figures in revenue. It's something that I think a lot of business owners don't even think about. And yet, it's the one thing that really makes your business special and unique. So today we're talking about keeping the romance alive. I honestly know that this part of relationships is probably forgotten about in your personal life and your professional life. And if you've ever not tried to keep the romance alive in your romantic relationships or even in relationships with friends and family, you can see how neglecting that area can cause problems in your life overall. And in your business, keeping the romance alive means what happens after they buy from you. And that, my friends, I think is where a lot of business owners tend to fall down. The vast majority of businesses with their marketing focus on customer acquisition, and only a few of them really focus on retaining previous customers. And the reality is your business can experience a much higher retention rate and rate of return of repeat customers. It is simply easier, cheaper, more efficient, and more convenient to sell to someone who's already bought from you to retain a customer than it is to acquire a new one through leads and funnels and all of those kind of things. And this is exactly why your business should really put some emphasis on keeping the romance alive with your customer. I know, I can hear you. You're asking me, what in the heck do you mean by keeping the romance alive? And more importantly, how does it really relate to your marketing in general? So here's the thing. I talk a lot about your one thing. What is the one thing that you do exceedingly well, better than anyone else, and how to capitalize on really that one thing in your business. I also talk about knowing your ideal clients inside and out. And during this discussion of keeping the romance alive, we're really talking about 3 things. It's your customer experience after they buy. So if you think about it, does your customers have the highest level of experience after they buy from you? Beyond just purchasing your item and getting that download or that course or the coaching, the one-on-one coaching or the group coaching, what does your onboarding process look like? Do they feel like they're well taken care of? Do they feel like they're a high piece of value to your business? That customer experience really influences how they're going to relate to you and to your business going forward. So that first step in connecting with your customers needs to be high end. It has to make them feel like they made the best decision possible by buying your product, service, or solution. The second thing that I like to focus on when it comes to keeping the romance alive is your full customer journey. So what I really mean by that is when you think about your business, most of the time you're going to focus most of your funds and most of your client acquisition to that beginner level for the most part. There are some coaches out there, obviously, that only work with really high-end clients, and that's cool too. However, the majority of us work with those people who are still in the earlier stages of their business or their weight loss or their journey in general. Whatever your thing is that you teach them to do, they generally start at that beginning level. So when I talk about the full customer journey, it's really knowing and understanding from your clients where they need to go after that first initial step, right? So I have a client who does this exceedingly well, right? She teaches virtual assistants how to really grow their business. And she's got multiple steps in her program, but the very beginning is how to get your first 3 clients in 90 days, right? That's the beginning. That's where everybody mostly wants to be. They're like, how do I get my first or next 3 clients in 90 days? That's a fantastic starting point. And here's the thing. She knows that her clients generally want the next step. It's beyond just, okay, I've got 3 clients and then I'm done. Most of them go, okay, I kind of want to hit 6 figures now, or I want to get to a higher level in my business. I want to do more. I want to create something that's going to sustain me for decades. So she's got multiple steps to take them to that 6-figure point. And then beyond that 6-figure point, how do you create a $1 million business? All of these steps allow her clients, her customers, to go through a full journey with her. And that's the key, my friends. Because here's the thing. If you only have a product that serves the beginners, when they're no longer beginners, they go and find someone else that can take them to the next step. However, if you have that next step already with them, they are much more likely to purchase that next step because they know already they had an immense amount of value from step 1, so they want to go to step 2 and then step 3. And quite frankly, they could be buying from you for decades, depending on your business. All of this full customer journey really does help to ascend them from one step to another. And knowing what it is they need at each level is critical. So keeping the romance alive is about that. What is the ascension of them? What are they going to buy next? Then there's part 3 of keeping the romance alive, which is all about your marketing. Right? This is really about retention marketing. Retention marketing involves your marketing efforts that are geared toward maintaining your current customers and scaling them, ascending them to that next level of your business. So you always want to keep in mind that customers are so much more likely to buy from someone that they've already bought before. So once they purchase that $1 item, whatever it is, they're more likely to purchase that $10 and $20 and so on. It's why micro offers, by the way, are hugely successful in creating lifetime customers, because once they've bought one thing from you, they're more likely to buy the next. And I also want to point this out. I want you to avoid assuming that all of your money needs to be geared towards this, because the majority of your marketing budget is geared towards the new client acquisition, right? That's where it's geared towards. However, if you are breaking down your budget, you really do want to have some portion of it dedicated to keeping the romance alive, retention marketing. There are a ton of benefits in really using retention marketing well. First of all, it's just frankly cheaper. It is much less expensive. It is much more expensive to acquire a new customer than it is to retain a customer that is already on your rolls. When it comes to customer acquisition, a lot of resources need to go into the planning and marketing and even the execution of the marketing campaigns to acquire new customers. Whereas with retention marketing, that marketing that keeps the romance alive, it is less expensive. It takes less resources. Quite frankly, generally, you're marketing into your email list. You're not even purchasing leads or anything from outside of that. All of that means there is a higher profit margin when it comes to keeping the romance alive and retention marketing. Repeat customers bring in more revenue compared to new customers because you're not putting up that upfront cost to bring in the new customers. These are people that already know you. They already like you. You don't have to build that with them. They're already there with you. So being able to nurture and grow them and market to them for that next level really does make that next level of your business, that next ascension into your business, a much higher profit margin. Quite frankly, when I think about my clients that start with their $1,200 or $2,000 offer, let's say, and then they ascend them to a $5,000 offer and a $10,000 offer and a $20,000 offer. By the time they hit the $5,000, $10,000, $20,000, everything's pretty much pure profit for them. They have very little invested in the front end cost. So if they're selling a $10,000 product, I would guesstimate, right, that about $9,000 of that is profit. So really understanding that allows us to be able to create a growth in our business without investing a ton of money. Another thing that is a complete benefit when it comes to keeping the romance alive and retention marketing is really brand recognition. Here's the thing. Customers are generally bombarded with thousands of advertisements every day. Let's be honest. I mean, it's one of the reasons we talk about cutting through the noise between emails and social media and TV and all of that. They're seeing thousands of things every day. But when you ask a customer who they're more likely to buy from, it's going to be from someone that they already know, like, and trust, which means it is just easier to have your brand recognized with current clients than it is to educate new ones on who you are. So really having your that brand recognition set up within your keeping your romance alive retention marketing is incredibly helpful. Customers really remember brands that they are emotionally connected to. And as a coach or a course creator, you are creating those emotional connections. You are giving them something of value that they couldn't do themselves. So your business then makes them feel valued in the long run. And the last bonus of this marketing is referral marketing, right? Here's the thing. When someone knows you, they like you, they buy from you, they are much more likely to refer you to anyone who has that same problem that they had. So if you have clients who had issues with their weight and they have friends who have issues with their weight, they are more likely to refer them to you to help so that you can help them through the same process that they were already successful with. And this brings in new clients without you having to spend a dime on it. It is all about that referral-based marketing, and that is super critical in your business. Quite honestly, if you have customers that love you so much, they are going to refer you to everyone. That's really how the big businesses did it, right? Yes, they marketed themselves. However, when someone said, I really want this book, and someone else said, just buy it from Amazon, that's the basis of referral marketing, right? It makes it so that your brand, your business is top of mind and front and center for them so they can refer it to somebody else. So these are the bonuses, the benefits of keeping the romance alive and doing referral or retention marketing. And I'm sure you're asking now, let's get into specifics. Like, what do I need to do? How do I do this? So there are a couple of things that I would suggest you do. First, use content marketing. Quality content delivered to your audience, whether that is through a podcast or your email list or social media marketing, are essential to keeping your ideal clients and your customer base engaged with you. Content is king, queen, prince. It's everything. If you're not providing valuable content outside of selling to them, they're never going to want to continue to buy from you. If everything you do for them is a sales process, it's going to turn them off. So make sure that the content you're providing is incredibly valuable and that it's something that they can't really get in other places. I also like to talk to my clients about micro problems, right? Because oftentimes their clients have problems that are top of mind that may relate to the big problem, but they don't think it does. So for instance, with my client who works with virtual assistants, part of their problem is mindset. And so providing valuable content wrapped around mindset helps to shift their perspective so that they can see the possibilities in the next step of the journey. Social media marketing / retargeting ads. When you have clients who have bought from you and they are ready for that next level, that next ascension, using retargeting ads is a fantastic way of getting them to buy that next level. You get to serve them that content, whatever that deliverable is, to their social media stream, and keep your next level in front of mind. It is super engaging. The people who follow you are going to continue to want that. And here's the thing, as we've said in the past, or I've said in the past, somewhere between 7 and 12 touches before someone's ready to buy. That's that first purchase, right? So we use a lot of retargeting ads for that, to get that first purchase. It takes a lot less effort to get them to the second, third, and fourth purchase than it did to get them to the first purchase. So it's a lower budget for retargeting ads. It's just a matter of finding the content and the emotional connection they need and then delivering it to them, whether that's through email or your ads. I also want all of my clients to really, be unique in how they're going about doing it. A highly effective way to retain clients is by offering something they're not going to get anywhere else. So looking at your business model and seeing what you can offer that's different from all of your competition. I will guarantee you, if you break down your product, service, or solution into levels that is different than your competition, or if you look at your competition right now and you see that all of them just market to the beginning, they don't have an ascension model, that sets you apart from everyone else and will allow you to really grow and capitalize on the customers that you already have. Keeping the romance alive can give your audience, give your business that a connection, that next step, that belief in what they're doing is going to work. I encourage all of you to really look at your business right now, where it sits right now. Do you have a really high touch, high end way to onboard your clients? What happens to them after they buy? Really look at that step. Then look at step 2. Do you have their full customer journey built out from beginner all the way through to an experienced, let's hit millions of dollars business? And then once you know part 1 and part 2, you get to look at part 3 and look at your retention marketing. Is that set up in a way that is going to bring your clients back time and time again to buy from you over and over and over? Because when you do that, when you have these 3 things in line, it is going to be so much easier to scale to those high 6 and 7 figures. So if you're ready to grow your business, increase your revenue, and scale your impact, make sure you're keeping the romance alive. Thank you for listening to the Marketing Matchmaker podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, I would love to hear your feedback. Please head over to iTunes and leave a review so we can hear from you. And if you are a coach, consultant, or online course creator who are looking to grow your business, increase your income, and scale your impact, connect with me at yourmarketingmatchmaker.com. I look forward to hearing from you.